I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arundel territory.
They've caught on to us.
And? How does Arundel fare?
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arundel. Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
We need to go help Aryan Road. If we don't ride out soon, the fortress could fall.
Now wait just a minute. What becomes of the uprising in the West if we do that? Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either. But taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
Indeed. Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence. That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Seros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Sedith. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arundel and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arundel proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty!
We don't have time to be sitting on our hands either. Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
I see. Then the regicide of our late King Lambert was orchestrated by none other than you and your accomplices here, Viscount Mateus. What's more, you had the audacity to pin the blame for your crime onto the innocent people of Duscar.
We did what we believed to be right, and we still believe it so. I bear neither shame nor regret for our actions.
Our hand was forced, Baron. We took no pleasure in the deed. But we could not lie down and allow Lambert to trample over us with his tyrannical policies.
His beloved Eastern lords may have submitted with naught but a whimper, knowing full well that they would always have the favor of the king. But we in the West refuse to play his game. It's as simple as that.
I understand the situation you found yourself in, but I fail to see the righteousness or necessity in the measures you chose. Of course, aspects of Lambert's reign troubled me as well. Yet one can never predict what may lie on the other side of a violent, radical revolution. With that understanding in mind, I decided to obey the late king's wishes. If you took issue with his policy, you should have made a formal protest. Surely a dialogue is a more preferable outcome to cold-blooded murder.
Any protest we made would never have drowned out the chorus of his blind devotees.
Wrong. His Majesty would have listened had you only explained your troubles. I'm sure of it. Instead, You cast aside your duties as his retainers, crawled into a fetid bed with the Empire, and ended his life like the base cowards you are. Well, the time has come to face judgment for your sins.
My, my. Do you really think yourself so different from them, dear Baron?
Cornelia, you scheming wretch.
Judgment for your sins? Do you think this is one of that decrepit church's tired old parables? Sorry, but you're part of this now, trapped here like the rest of us. So be a good little boy and do your part in sowing chaos in Fargus and the rest of Fodlan while you're at it.
Well, you three are a merry bunch. If this is how you're gonna approach the next battle, I better go buy some white cloth so we can start sewing our surrender flags.
Sorry. I was lost in thought for a second there.
You don't say. What's got you down?
I just never imagined we'd all be fighting together here in Dusker. You come back here often, right, Dedu? I have heard His Majesty say as much on multiple occasions.
Yes.
Well, Dusker is still quite new to most of us, so we will definitely be depending on you.
A word, Ingrid. It's true we shouldn't wallow in the past, but there is also no need for false cheer.
Sure, but considering who we're going up against, it's not like we've got happy days ahead.
We'll be fighting a Dusker militia, right?
Yeah, we've been asked to put down an insurrection. Some sort of internal disagreement.
Dusker is divided. Some seek peace with Fargus. Others reject it.
Things have been getting better between our two lands of late, but there are still plenty of folks who can't let the old grudges go.
Hey, I get it. A lot of these people lost everything.
His Majesty still seeks to make amends. He's come here for speeches countless times. Our activities today are part of that effort.
Well, you still seem awfully gloomy if that's all this is. I mean, I get that this is a place where important folks died, but that's not exactly unusual, you know?
There's more. The leader of this insurrection aided the people who killed the late king all those years ago. So, we're not just here to put down some random rioters. Our real task is to arrest the leader and bring him back to Ferdiad.
That man played a key role in the tragedy of Dusker. And he's responsible for Glenn's death.
Wait, hold on. This guy's from Dusker, right? I thought they had nothing to do with all that.
The vast majority did not.
But a few did, even if they weren't the brains behind the whole thing. We always knew some from Dusker were involved, as guides, if nothing else. And the Boar has been working with Dusker's leadership to find out who they were.
Sounds like the word got out. But still, inciting a rebellion seems like a pretty last-ditch effort to avoid justice.
Will you be able to stay your hand, Ingrid?
I will honor His Majesty's wishes. This leader has information we need, so we have to take him alive. No matter how much I may want to do otherwise. We'll uncover the truth and punish whoever is guilty. That will have to suffice as my revenge.
I think there are a lot of people who'd like a crack at this guy. Which is why we're here and a certain someone isn't.
His Majesty placed faith in us. We can't let him down.
Right.
If you three keep acting like you're going to a funeral, your troops are gonna follow suit. Snap out of it already. Hold those heads up high.
You're right. We're here as representatives of the king. And we can't afford to lose this battle.
Well then.
Come on, let's get this show on the road already.
We must help.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Let's begin. I help our allies. Permit no casualties.
So they want to keep us out? Fine. We'll just cut our
No killing. It will only complicate things.
You think I don't know that? Stand down.
Take a breather.
I'm going.
I'll handle this. My turn. Our allies are under attack just through here. We have to hurry. Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll do what I can.
Let us take this stronghold.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Not yet.
I'll do what I can. It's...
Out of the way! handle this.
Be careful. These woods are dense.
You certainly know the terrain.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Did you live around here?
My hometown is near these
Take a
woods.
breather.
The same woods where the late king met his end.
Oh. I didn't know.
Aw, his rats! Always sticking their noses where they don't belong!
Begin the operation.
They're going to be trouble, and we still have allies under attack.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Grant them no mercy.
I've got you now. Not a problem.
I'll do it. This ends now!
So this is where Lambert died. And my brother as well.
Do not dwell on old wounds. Come. I defy you!
Allow me. It must be hard for you to be fighting in your old home, Didi.
Your concern is unnecessary. But, thank you.
I like a touching moment as much as the next guy, but we're in the middle of a battle here. Stay focused.
Now die!
A fine hit!
I won't fail! This ends here! Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Stand down.
Grant them no mercy.
Begin the operation.
Take a breather. Too easy.
Where's that mercenary flair?
Let's begin.
Begin the operation.
Grant them no mercy. I'll do it.
I'll handle this.
I get why they hate us, but what sense is there in fighting their own?
Begin the operation. Not a problem. Move out!
I'll do what I can. We march. On me!
Let's begin.
People.
It seems that wasn't the general we were after. Come, let us go. There's still others who need our help.
Grant them no mercy.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do what I can. It's
This stronghold will fall!
Now's our chance. Attack!
Dusker has all sorts of people. Good and bad.
This ends here!
That's pretty much the way of the world.
Come with me! Some help, please!
You're up, Ingrid!
No, not yet.
Always glad to be of help! This ends here!
You cold.
I owe you for that. Thank you, my friends from Fargus.
Don't mention it. Now get out of here and find somewhere safe to hide.
You come for me, huh? Well, bring it on.
My
I'll
turn?
kill the lot of you.
This is the one we're after. Remember, we need him alive. Surprised the boss sent you with us, Ingrid. I'd have thought he'd keep you as far away from this as possible.
This assignment was my request. I seek to put the past behind me once and for all. Why did you participate in the massacre? I must know. Tell me.
Oh, don't play the victim. Those hands of yours have more blood on them than mine ever will.
I'll do what I can. It's...
Let's begin.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I'm going.
Not a problem. Take a breather.
Stand down.
Let's begin.
I'm glad to go.
I'll do it. Imbeciles!
My turn?
You called?
Is it my turn?
I'm going.
My turn? I'll take you all on!
Come here to crush Dusker under your boots once more, have you?
You have no right to say that.
No! What are you gonna do to me?
You will come to Ferdiad and answer some questions. Take him away.
I hope I can...
I... This was a long time coming, and a fine result, seeing as we suffered no needless casualties.
I guess so. Still, I wonder why our target chose to take part in the tragedy of Dusker in the first place.
That kind of decision's not arrived at lightly. There must be some reason we haven't considered yet. I mean, maybe he honestly thought he was fighting for Dusker's future.
Then he went about it the wrong way.
Whatever the reason, there's no need to speculate.
Agreed. His Majesty will suss it out.
Yes, let's put our faith in him. But for now, we should tell the citizens of Dusker about what transpired today.
Wait. I must make a brief stop.
Oh? Where?
A lake deep in the forest, where a field of flowers once grew. The area was trampled by the kingdom's army some time back. I want to see if it is recovered.
I could use some flowers in my life right about now. and who knows the next time we'll be coming this way again. Mind if I join you?
Please do.
Count me in too. Felix?
I don't really care about that stuff, but sure. Still, we've got a lot to do, so let's make it quick.
Oh, how lovely. I can't believe a place like this is hidden away in the forest.
I often came here with my sister. I am glad to see it somewhat recovered.
Somewhat? You mean it used to be even more beautiful than this?
Indeed.
Wow. I'd love to see it in all its glory someday. King Lambert died near this spot, right? I wonder if Glenn ever saw this place.
I think it likely. When things settle in Dusker, this field should also return to form. We should come back then, to see the field as he did.
Yes, we should.
You sure you just want to hang back, Felix? This is really something. Might be good to, you know, take in the scenery. Maybe think about your brother.
No thanks. Remembering the past is important, but the present gives me all the direction I need. Namely, the duty to protect the same things Glenn did before me.
You mean Fraldaria's territory itself?
No. Well, yes. Obviously I have a duty to protect my home, but my brother didn't really do that. I mean the future of the kingdom itself. Which that fool will probably try to shoulder all on his own. So I guess they're pretty much the same thing at this point. Anyway, keep that to yourself. And don't you dare tell the boar.
Sure thing.
Good. You know, I don't really care much for flowers, but this isn't so bad.